Amazing, amazing, amazing. Our beautiful viewer, we are back. And as we say, we go everywhere where the stories that you need are available. And today we are in Vihiga County. And I just met one of the wonderful young persons. I'm a young person who has a very, very, very good strategy and a very good vision for the people, for the young people in this country and the nation at large. So tell me, how are you?
Very fine, sir.
Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Imbaya Java.
Imbaya Java.
Yeah.
Born in Vihiga.
Born in Vihiga.
Rest in Vihiga.
Rest in Vihiga.
You did your studies in Vihiga?
Yeah.
To which level, Java?
Right now I'm concluding my first degree in theology.
Oh, you're doing a first degree in theology?
Yeah.
That is great. So tell us about your movement.
So my movement is called the Gen Z Full Force. The Gen Z Full Force, it's a movement that it is its main mission. Its main mission is to make sure that the welfare of the Kenyan youth has been taken care of. There is seriousness when it comes to the young people of Kenya. People must realize that when we go to the streets to actually demonstrate and ask for accountability, that we really mean it. We're not going there to seek fame or to seek respect from our neighboring countries or from the world. When we say we want change, we really want change in this nation. Yeah.
So your movement is all about giving young people, Gen Z, a platform and a place to air their grievances and again to give them positions.
Yeah.
You're talking about creating jobs for the young people in the country.
Jobs, yeah.
What led you to that?
Okay, I myself am a young person. I'm a young person, as you see me. I also go through what young people are going through. This is joblessness, struggling. I've undergone drugs, you see, and I know very well what leads to a young person, what makes a young person enter into things like drugs, robbery. You see, it's the hardness of life. We are struggling. Our parents are struggling. It hurts us to see our parents when they don't have food. You see, they struggle for us, and we cannot help them. Inafika mahali inabidi tuache shule. Kama uko uni inabidi uache uni uingie kusakia mzazi na ndugu zako wadogo. So this Gen Z Full Force, its main mission is to make sure that the youths, it is established kuhakikisha kwamba shida ambazo nasumbua vijana, shida moja kubwa sana, it is joblessness. So our main mission, number one, is to make sure that there are plenty of jobs for youths in this nation of Kenya. That's number one. Number two, we want to make sure that the youths are given opportunities to lead equal share of leadership and opportunities in this nation, including in the government of the Republic of Kenya. Yeah.
But we've seen, talking about creating an employment for the young people in the country, we've seen some of the politicians and even the president himself trying to find jobs for the young people in other nations abroad. Yeah, ain't that creating jobs? Or when you talk about creating jobs, what do you really mean?
Let me tell you, I didn't get your name.
My name is Alan.
Let me tell you, Alan. There are two types of jobs in this world. There's a job that will get you out of poverty, and there's a job that will sustain you in poverty. There's a job that when you're given that job, you'll be able to move to a good house or even build your own house, a very good house. You'll be able to buy your good car and to live that life of your choice, that life that you always want, you see. And there's a job that will only sustain you in poverty. What the government is doing, the government is giving us youth jobs that will sustain us in poverty.
When you talk about government giving us jobs, young people jobs that will sustain them in poverty, which kind of jobs are you talking about?
A job like mjengo, a job like maid. You see, a maid abroad is paid 30,000 Kenya shillings. 30,000. That is like 500 per day. So there's no difference between somebody working in Qatar and somebody doing mjengo in Nairobi, they are all being paid 500. Now you know the kind of economy we have in Kenya. Can 500 make you achieve any project? 500 will only buy you food and pay you rent and give you transport to work every day.
To go back to the very place that is enslaving you.
Yeah. So now let me just nichambue zaidi. The government also has come up, you see, the kind of developments that they are bringing, they are not even creative. Yeah? All they can do for us is to kutujengea barabara. Hii barabara ni ya kutusafirisha kila siku tukienda mjengo turudi vizuri, and then they are making hospitals for us, you see. These hospitals is to make sure that when a poor man is amegonjeka atibiwe kwa haraka haraka, you see. And education system that makes sure that you are not taught to make money, you see. We are being told to cram history. Yeah? We are being told to cram history of the Soviet Union. Me, I know Vasco da Gama. I was taught Vasco da Gama. I don't know in primary or high school. What is Vasco da Gama?
At least you know that there was a presence of these guys.
You need to have knowledge. You need to have knowledge that brings money. What we want in this world is money. We don't want history that makes us poor. I feel proud of knowing Vasco da Gama in poverty.
You talked about a few things that I would like you to reiterate on them or clarify on these few things that you mentioned. The first one, you said the government is giving us jobs that enslaves us to poverty, jobs that won't get us out of poverty. And you talked about Mujengo. Then there's this government project that is going on, the affordable housing project. And the president is clear onto that it has employed very many young people. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of young people have been employed in that project. So are you trying to do away with telling the president, no, that is not the jobs that you're looking for? Like, that is not what we don't want. Mujengo.
Those are jobs. Those thousands of youths there. Those are thousands of youths that are being sustained in poverty.
So the president is sustaining them. Literally, are you trying to say the president of Kenya is literally promoting poverty instead of empowerment?
Not really. It's just that maybe he doesn't have the strategy to make sure that his people, the people he leads, are out of poverty. He don't have strategies to take us out of poverty, you see. And those strategies are the ones that I have come up with. But those jobs, those guys are just being sustained in poverty. Even I have a relative who is working in affordable housing. There's nothing he's doing except just
back at home,
going to work, back at home, going to work, back at home.
Is he working in affordable projects within Vihiga County or in Nairobi County?
It's within Kenya. I don't want to mention
within Kenya. I don't want to mention the place. It's okay. So when he goes to work, comes back home, he's like bragging. He's so proud that he works.
I'm an employee of the government. You see, even those who sweep in the markets, you see, they are called. They are employed by the government with a salary of I don't know, 10,000. That's around 400 per day. While the real jobs that they can get out of poverty, those mabwenyenyes have grabbed them, and they have wameweka jam in those government offices, and then they tell us that there are no jobs in Kenya for youths. Now they are sending us abroad there, twende tulishe maumbwa, tuoshe maumbwa za Waarabu huko, na mali yetu wamekalia mali yetu, wanakula mali yetu hapa. So we've come up with strategies to make sure that a youth, once you get out of university, you have a degree in a certain sector, you are able to get a good job here in Kenya.
So you talked about, again, there's nothing you talked about that was that the government is building roads, but these roads are just to take you from home to that work, to enslave you within. Are you trying to say that the government should not build more roads within the country?
You see, when we got independence, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta said that Kenya has 3 big enemies. One is poverty, the second one is foolishness, and the third one is health, you see. So he said he will fight all these 3. But now he's not fighting. How is the roads, a good road, fighting poverty?
It's opening up, it's opening up a transportation system to make sure that there is a very good flawless flow of goods from one place to another, to improve on trade. Number 2, to improve on health. There's a very good flow of medicine from one hospital to the other.
To treat the poor.
Even the sick become sick. Even the rich, the wealthy become sick, and they need the same treatment.
When the wealthy become sick, They don't even need these roads. They are flown out of the country. They use air. The poor majority, the 90% of people who use roads, you see, are the poor people.
So are you trying to say, but even the wealthy still drive on those roads?
You sit on a highway and count how many V8 will pass there, and how many matatus that carries poor people will pass you. Just count and tell me. These things, this development you are being told, these are developments to sustain the poor people. You see, we are poor. One thing, if you want to get out of a problem, yeah, first of all, you should understand and accept that I am in a problem. But these people, we are in a very big problem of poverty. But they are telling us that, you know, you guys, we are doing good. We are well off. Instead of just calling Kenya a poor country, we are poor, man.
But we are ranked as a third world country. And a third world
That's a trick of a mzungu, so that you won't realize that you are poor. They don't want you. They want you to settle in poverty.
So they're using a good word to define you instead of them telling you the reality. They should say Kenya is a poor country.
They're just trying to make you feel good in poverty.
It's a third world country.
Yeah.
So there's the first world, second, and then the third world.
The meaning of first world country it simply means a rich country. The second world country, it means it is rich but not richer than the first.
But they're becoming rich, like they
soon become rich. Like becoming rich. You tell me one third country that became a first world country. Where? They are working hard to make sure that we are sustained.
There was China. From the beginning, they were not as good as they are.
It defiled the system of the world. That's why it is hated. You cannot defile their system and continue to be their friend. You must become their enemy. You see, they are the ones who came up with democracy. You see, but in the way that they grafted this democracy, they made sure that this democracy will only work for them. Is democracy working for us?
I don't know if there is.
Their democracy is making them richer and richer, while our democracy is making us poorer and poorer.
So let's come back. Let's come back to Kenya, okay. Mr. President. Am I right to call you Mr. President?
No problem.
Because you have a movement that is aiming to change the face of the whole nation, and give the young people, you said, equal opportunities with the old people. So that means if the president is an old person, the deputy president should be a young person.
Yeah, so that's what I was about to explain. So our movement, the Gen Z Full Force, we have come up with an agenda called the Gen Z Agenda 2027. The Gen Z Agenda 2027.
You face the government, you face the camera, okay, and address the Kenyans.
So, fellow youths, as the president of the Gen Z Full Force, we have come up with the agenda, the Gen Z Agenda 2027. And the Gen Z Agenda 2027 is all about making sure that there is an equal share of government, of power, between the elderly and the youth. What do I mean by this? I mean that as youths of the Republic of Kenya, we are coming together in this manner and demanding that if the president, you see, we are the one who have the power to elect the president. We have numbers. We are a force. That's why we are calling ourselves a Gen Z Full Force. There is nothing we cannot do. You see? So we will demand, after we come together, we will demand that if a president ni mzee, the deputy president must be a youth. You see? That's number one. In that one, we have employed one youth. And in the office of the deputy president, we have around 108 workers. Out of this 108, 80 must be youths. We have employed another 80 youths. Let's move further. In this Gen Z Agenda 2027, we will claim in the cabinet, we have 22 members of cabinet. 11 members of cabinet must be youths. 11 members of cabinet must be youths. That means that the Gen Zs will be given 11 ministries to head or to lead. That's a very good thing. You see, we will have employed 11 youths with jobs that will get them out of poverty. You see, we will also claim a half of the CS and the PS. We will also claim all the government parastatals. There are about 500. We will need 300 of them, CEOs to be youths, and these youths will employ youths in those parastatals. Hatutaki wazee, those who are above 50 years, they should go home. And this Gen Z Agenda 2027, we will move even to the counties. We will demand if a governor is ni mzee, the deputy governor must be a youth. In all 47 counties, we will have employed 47 youths as deputy governors in all the nation. It have never happened anywhere in the world. You do your research. Kenya will be the first one. Number two, each and every county government has a cabinet. We will demand half of the cabinet of each and every county government. We will, in this plan, Agenda 2027, just to summarize, I've explained more on my bio on my TikTok. You can go there, search at Imbaya Javan or the Gen Z Full Force. You'll see there. This whole plan we will employ immediately as we take power. Immediately we will employ 95,685 youths in government alone.
That is on one day.
That's on one day.
Or 1 week.
Let's say the first month.
The first month of you being the president.
Of I being of if we find this president that will collaborate with.
So do you want to be the president, or you are trying to find someone that you can collaborate with?
If the youths will choose me, you see, a good leader does not appoint himself. A good leader is chosen.
Even those who appoint themselves in their crooked ways, you say that they were chosen.
No. For me, I am ready.
You've read more about dictators?
Yeah.
You remember Idi Amin Dada?
I do.
He used to say that Ugandans love him, but no Uganda. No Ugandan.
That's why I don't want to force myself on people.
So okay, it's either you go for it. If you don't go for it, you are going to force the agenda to be implemented.
No one can force agenda. You see, the vision bearer is the one who leads the vision.
So how will you negotiate now? How will you negotiate the leadership roles when you're not in the government? Because you're not in the government.
I am ready to take that responsibility as the deputy president. I'm very ready.
So you'll be deputizing whoever will be there by that time.
Yeah.
In 2027.
2027.
So among the politicians within the country now, the young politicians within the country, who is your role model?
In Kenya?
Yeah, the young politicians in Kenya. Leave alone the old politicians.
No, I don't have any.
You don't have a role model. Yeah. So you're a role model to yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have someone else that you look unto.
A young leader in this nation?
Yeah.
No.
Young people are really vibing with BABU OWINO. And most of them want him to go for presidency in 2032.
BABU OWINO cannot go against Raila.
Why?
You tell me one person who left Raila's nest and survived politically.
Maybe BABU OWINO be the first one.
No, it can never happen.
History is always
I'll
written.
tell you one.
Yeah, we always write history.
I'll tell you one person you don't know.
Okay, talk about that.
I'll tell you one person who left Raila's nest and still survived. It is the only one. His name is William Ruto. Yeah.
Did he really live?
He survived. It's not the president.
Did he really live?
He overcame the storm, the force, the fire of hell.
Politics are a game of cards.
Yeah. You see.
And maybe they played their cards well.
They were Chandana petted Raila in 2007. And when it comes to ICC, he was alone. So he
managed out of ICC.
Yeah.
And now he's the president.
Yeah.
So the same thing can happen to BABU OWINO.
No.
He can leave.
No.
Survive and become the president in 2032.
No. BABU OWINO cannot.
Why?
He is courageous. He knows the force of Baba. If William Ruto himself had to look for Baba, and I can tell you one thing for free, William Ruto is not working with Raila because he loves to work with Raila. He's working with Raila because he has no option. He has no option. And I'll come and I'm giving him another option, a very good option.
You as the option.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're a force to be called unto.
I mean, this strategy itself is a force. Even Raila couldn't come up with the force.
So for you, it's not not yourself. It's the strategy that you're giving young people in the country.
You see, the strategy matters. When God wanted to redeem the world, He came up with the strategy, which was Jesus Christ. and he played cards with the devil. He made the devil kill Jesus.